So here we are again. Today we're going to take a little look at some of the stuff that I kindly received in a post from Tackleworxuk UK. So let's have a little look at what we got. So as you've already seen before in one of my previous videos, we've got some fake corn. This stuff's in orange, but they do it in various different colours. And I've got to say that this stuff's quite soft, which means, as you can see, it goes onto the bait needle real easy. You don't have to worry about the needle slipping through because you've had to press so hard to get through it. I've seen some horrific pictures of people with baiting needles in their thumbs and fingers and whatnot. Plus, baiting needles do have a tendency to snap, which also leaves a sharp edge, so I find that these are actually really good. I really like them anyway. And as you will soon see, they're going to be tested in the coming week or so, and we'll see how we get on with them. But yeah, first look, I quite like them. So then next we've got, so they sent through some hooks. I believe we have a wide gate pattern and a curved shank pattern. I've got to say, looking at them, they do look rather sharp. I mean, they dig in really well. You wouldn't want that through your finger, let's put it that way. Beaked point, they look good and strong. So again, you should be testing those out within the next week or so, and we'll see how they go. But off the bat, I must say, they do look rather nice. Yeah, I'm quite happy with those. So yeah, not only are they curved shank, but they're slightly offset. I don't know how well you can see that. So there's a good old distance between the point and where the hook is there. So they're offset, which should help hooking properties and making sure that hook stays nailed quite well within the mouth. So that brings me on to the rig puller. The thing I like about this rig puller is the colour, my favourite colour. But it means that, you know, if you drop it, it's going to be pretty easy to see. And B, it's not huge. Now I've got a couple of other rig pullers which are at least that much bigger. So to have them in, I use like a little tackle safe. So to have them in that tackle safe, I find takes up quite a lot of room. So yeah, I quite like that. That's a nice little bit of kit. Which then brings us on to some braid. I quite like this braid, I'm not going to lie. It's reasonably thick. Yet to be tested by myself. But I imagine for sort of bag work, I do prefer coated braid, I will say. But for sort of solid bag work, it's, as you can see, it's nice and supple. So yeah, I think that'll do quite well. It's in a sort of camouflage colour, and yeah, looks quite good. So look forward to testing that. That brings us on to the PVA bags that they sent. Now, PVA bags in general are PVA bags, so I mean, these look to me like they're, you know, good quality. They're not too big. One thing I hate about PVA bags are huge, giant brick type things. Now these look like, by the time they're made up, which I will do in my next video when I take them out to give them a good road test. So once you make them up, these look like they're going to be nice and aerodynamic. Yeah, so quite happy with those. So time will tell, as they say. And to go along with those, we've got some of the Tackleworxuk UK bag stems. Now, I wanted to try these for ages because the one thing I hate about PVA bags is having to constantly make them up on the bank. But with these, you get 5 in a pack, which means I can tie 5 bags before I go anywhere. And then it is as simple as just passing a loop on the end of your main line through the loop and then passing the bag through that. So I'm really looking forward to giving those a go. And when I do my preparation for my next trip, I will tie 5 up before we leave, and I'll make sure I get that for you guys, so you can see exactly how they work. But yeah, happy days. So that brings us on to some sort of imitation sort of zig foams. Now looking at these, I really like the black and yellow. It's one of my favourite zig colours. Again, we've got a yellow one, a green one, a red and an orange. Now I'm sure all these colours on their day will work just fine. So my personal favourite, like I say, is the black and yellow. I guess it sort of imitates like a bee or a wasp or something like that. But yeah, we'll definitely give them a go. I know it's sort of rolling into autumn and sort of coming up to winter now, and the weather has changed a little bit. But if I'm generally fishing 3 rods, I will generally fish a zig on 1 rod all year round, just varying depth. Tend to fish a lot lower, or closer to the bottom as it were, in the sort of colder weather, but you know, I've had fish on zigs in some of the coldest months of the year, so never ever discount a zig. And then that brings us nicely on to the zig aligners. So everyone's seen these before, from various different companies. And again, so you get three foam sticks, you get your applicator tool, and you get your aligner itself. So again, my favourite combination would be black and yellow, or black and yellow. But the beauty of this is you can have it pretty much whatever different combination you want. The aligners themselves, they look really sturdy, they look good quality. And as for the applicator, that looks good. Let me just give that a pull and you're on. Looks lovely. Happy days. And then the last thing they sent was some good old tungsten putty. Now, I do like tungsten putty. I do tend to use it a fair bit in my fishing. I mean, that feels really good. I mean, the weight of it, you'd obviously expect it to be heavy, but it's very malleable, so it's very easy to mould, and it looks good. I'd definitely be using that in combination with my braid and the PVA bags, because once you've got a nice hook on there with a bit of pop-up corn buried into a PVA bag full of lots of nice stuff, I think that's going to work magic. So all in all, I want to say a big thank you to Andy at the Tackleworxuk UK. Everything looks really, really good. So guys, if you haven't already, get on over to their Facebook page, give them a like, follow, and have a look in store. See what they've got. They've got loads of stuff there, and it's all really, really well priced. So yeah, all in all, really happy.